Welcome to the Dreadzone. This district is a quarantine area enforced by the government. Fenced in, you are an infected, a survivor. You are put into a quarantine area, fenced off and guarded by the government. There are 3 factions here. There's other survivors, like yourself, which is one faction. You first meet Aaron, who would teach you how to hunt and forage to help you survive. Then you go off and meet the other 2 factions. One is the government, who basically wants to clean out all the mutants and the zombies infected by the disease, the virus. The third are the mutants themselves, Dom. Similar to Stalker as far as the monolith, he likes the zone and is friendly with the mutants and zombies that inhabit this zone, which you will become if you don't fight the infection, which you're infected. Down in your lower left bar, you have your health, your food, your water, and lightning bolt for energy. You also will see a temperature gauge and a DNA symbol. That DNA symbol is the infection. When that fills up, you will be fully infected and lost in the zone. That's why you were placed there, because of your infection. Put into the quarantine. There's no cure for this disease. All they can do is quarantine you, and the government will incinerate your bodies. Anybody infected in the civilian population will be brought here. Now, it is your job to survive here, to forage for food, to complete tasks, to survive in this zone, the Dreadzone. One of the ways you will survive in the zone, and Aaron, after you meet Jeff, the initial tutorial, and he will teach you and guide you on the basic concepts on how to build a fire and a shelter, you'll meet Aaron. You can choose to meet him, and he'll teach you how to hunt all the different game that is available to hunt to survive. This will provide you, hunting game will provide you with meat and animal fat. The meat, of course, you will cook in a fire, which you will learn how to do from Jeff. You will cook that meat, and you will eat that meat. As far as I can see, there is no duration for the meat. It doesn't go bad or rotten, so you put it in your backpack and you're good to go. Maybe in a way it's turned into jerky. I'm not sure, but it's pretty basic. The other you can hunt are white-tailed deer, raccoon, and fox. There's no fishing that I can tell. I haven't seen it yet. At least Jeff didn't teach it to me. And trust me, you'll really get tired of Jeff at the beginning of the gameplay. You'll be glad when you start to meet the other factions and do their tasks. Because as you can see here, after you complete Aaron's task in hunting all the animals, you'll receive the AK-47, which is pretty damn awesome. Now it makes it easier taking care of those tasky government officials going after the drops. Look at this guy. He wants nothing to do with that bear. He sees it right there. He's like, nope, I'm turning around. I'm impressed with the NPCs and how the animals act. You'll see zombies chasing animals. You'll see, oh, there are wolves. I forgot to mention the wolves. The wolves will also chase the deer. And then you'll see the raccoons. Them little buggers will bite your ankles if you're not careful. But we're going to take a shot at this bear. Ooh. So, you must have a blade on you. Don't worry, guy, I'm just hunting. So you must have a blade on you to cut up the bodies, and it will provide you with meat. As you can see, there's a couple of bullet holes and wound holes. That's one thing about this game it will show. It will show the wounds. Like, right here I'm using an axe. This sounds like a wet bag. Yeah. But a knife, I do not have on me, so we're using this axe. And there, now we are completely harvest the animal. Now we can survive. So that is one task that you'll have to do to survive out here in the Dreadzone. Now, we'll go from my inventory, which is pretty simple. You get 300 kilograms total weight to carry, which is pretty awesome. That's a lot. Take a drink of soda for energy and rehydrate, and now off to some combat. Now here I will show an example of the interaction of NPCs in the environment. What I can observe is there is a wolf in the water attacking him, and he's shooting it with his pistol. We all have heard of the bull shark. I have deemed this the wolf shark. Yes, it is a thing in Dreadzone. I'm looking forward to the memes. But the game is in early access. But I do like that the NPCs interact with their environment. Now, let's get on to some of that combat and sneak up here and try to take on these guys to show you how the combat is in this game, Dreadzone. I can honestly say that the combat feels pretty damn good. I did have an optical sight on this, but it wasn't a zoom sight. It was just one of them round optical sights that you can put on. Yeah, it just blocks my peripheral, so I'll just use the irons for now until I find a zoom sight. So we're going to try a different angle here. I have an objective in this area near this POI. I have to kill one of these mutants, crawly. They explained that it's a crawly, stinky mutant. So we're going to go ahead and take care of these guys. Damn. I don't know about you, but I am sure enjoying this combat. Alright, let's check our inventory. Do I have a blood bag? You'll get an AB blood bag, which will give you a quick heal. It's like a med pack. So you have bandages to heal, but then just think as the blood bag is a med pack. Yeah. That was fun. Oop. Got a straggler. I gotta say, the bullet sounds hitting the trees, whizzing by you, watching where they come from in the muzzle flash. I think it's pretty damn realistic. Alright, we're good on ammo. Just close in, clear this building, see how this goes. So the game is actually using the Unreal Engine 5. This is a new developer. You can see in the description a lot of information about the game. If you want to check more out, you can go to the Steam page. Yeah, you get that little GPS mini-map. Kind of reminds me of the Stalker. But a lot of games have that. Alright, we're good. Yeah, you get these little crates you can check out. Get loot. Just turn the flashlight on. You don't have to worry about batteries for the flashlight. At least mine hasn't gone out yet. Just being a little cautious through this doorway. I know the footsteps out in the wild. You'll hear guys walking. You'll hear animals in the twigs. You'll hear them in the water. The elemental ambient sounds are pretty good in this game. But inside a building, you'll hear them also walking around. Now the zombies kind of throw you off at their... Oop, we got a guy. I actually had to take a moment here after all that combat. I'm glad I had all those bandages. I realized that 10 to 15, maybe 10 to 20 bandages is good enough. And you can make bandages from animal fur. I forgot to mention that in hunting. You collect the animal furs, and you can make bandages. Let's go ahead and loot these guys. Plenty of 9mm ammo. Yeah, ammo. Ammunition. So you'll get plenty of shotgun shells and 9mm ammunition at the beginning of the game. Once you complete with Jeff, his tutorial, you'll be given a shotgun and of course the 9mm pistol. And once you establish a base and learn that to mine sulfur and make yourself a furnace, you'll be able to make gunpowder with the coal after you burn the logs. And then you can make your own bullets. At least at the beginning, you'll be able to make shotgun shells and 9mm bullets at the beginning. You'll need metal for that. But there's one nice thing. You can make your own bullets. And then you can actually, once you get the AK-47, there's an advanced ammo table in the game. You make that, which I did. And the same concept, sulfur, gunpowder, sulfur, coal equals gunpowder. And to make the bullets, you need the metal and the gunpowder. And I think 1 metal and 1 gunpowder equals times 25, 762 times 39 ammo for the AK in the game. So that's pretty damn good. So you go out mining in this game, you'll be able to collect all that. But now I'm trying to find my mission, which might be bugged, because this is actually the second time I'm doing this run through. and I haven't found this stinky crawly thing. And I've been underneath the building several times. I was here at night too. I thought maybe it would just come out at night. Now I did find one of these creatures earlier. It kind of crawled around, freaked me the hell out. I didn't have the camera running, but I'm hoping to find one again. They're really freakish. There's a couple other freakish zombies in this game, which you'll have to be prepared for. Mutant zombies. But yeah, down here, I searched down here thinking I could find it. But yeah, this game definitely has a great little environment. The POIs I'm starting to discover more and more. The map is huge. And the game is in early access. There's a couple streamers out there stream the game and didn't even get past Jeff. Of course, they developed an opinion, but that's up to them. They have every right. I just hold my opinion on the game because it's early access. Right now, I like what I see. I like the ideas of the game. The only thing I don't like about the game is when I go to lean. You actually don't lean. You can't look down the sights when you lean. You just basically move your wrists. So the best way to play this game is just not even bother leaning because it doesn't really do much. Unless you're actually not doing the ADS. Not ADS, it does kilter your weapon a little bit where you can maybe hip fire. Maybe that's really what it's for. I still can't find this stinky crawly thing. This mission might be bugged. I might have to go to the other mission. Can I shoot this? Can I go up there? I don't think you can break this. Let's loot this. I do hear footsteps. Huh. I must have missed him. Of course. Alright, so you got these loot boxes, which have loot. You'll see them around POIs. There's several POIs have basements. So you'll have to go on the ground too to find those locations. But so far I'm enjoying Dreadzone. Early access gameplay. It's available in GeForce now if you're interested actually. If you have a membership, you can actually play this game. It's 15% off. It's a little, some are saying it's a little expensive for early access. I don't know. I think, what'd I pay? Like $24, $25, $27 for this game? And so far, I got about 15 hours.